Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In this video today we are having a look at RetroArch running on the MiSTer FPGA. Well, MiSTer not FPGA, it's actually running on the ARM CPU side. The reason for this video is a few days ago Taki Udon showed RetroArch running on one of his MiSTer Pi devices, in particular CPS3, Capcom Play System 3, and one of my favorite games of all time, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And that got me thinking, I wanted to try it out for science. Before I go further in, I have to say this isn't something that I'm interested in on a personal level, because I like RetroArch, don't get me wrong. I play RetroArch, but I play it on my PC, I use it on an Android device, even my Steam Deck. It's not something I want on the MiSTer FPGA, but I am an advocate for choices. I like choices being out there, so if this is something some of you guys would enjoy, then hopefully at one point, if this does get a public release, maybe you guys can enjoy it. But for now, let's have a look at a few games, and I'm going to look at mainly arcade games in this video, mainly games that aren't actually available for the MiSTer, and we're just running them for a bit of fun, and you can look at the performance and judge it for yourself. This is one of my favorite single screen platformers. It's called Snow Brothers, and hopefully one day we will get an FPGA core, but in the meantime I guess I'm kind of playing it on the MiSTer. Anyway guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, then a subscription and a like is super duper appreciated. Let's move over to the next game. Let's check out some Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. So this is the game Taki Udon was saying, and I feel like the video that Taki had, it may have run better. I kind of hold it, or I kind of remember it holding like a 60 FPS, where I'm dipping over here. We have got the frames per second visible in the bottom left, but it's blending in really well with the background. So maybe you can't see, unless you know you're very good with your colors and whatnot. So also the buttons in this were messed up, and I never changed them, so my muscle memory has gone to crap when we're talking about the gameplay on here. But we're not looking at the gameplay, we're just looking at CPS3 running on RetroArch on the MiSTer FPGA. Now I have to say, this version that I'm using is, the RetroArch I'm using is from 5 years ago. This is something that Boogermann ported over, and he hooked me up with this. Now in regard to a public release, it's likely we may not see one, because in order to release this, the developer would have to maintain it. It's not something that they have the time to do at the moment, but maybe, who knows, in time maybe there'll be a way to compile it, because you are just compiling it onto an ARM CPU, and I'm pretty sure there's plenty of information out there. And with the amount of different MiSTer FPGAs we've got now, the different builds, there's a lot more people coming over to the scene, so I'm actually very confident that someone will take this work. However, the version that I've got isn't for public distribution, and it's not something that I can share. Now, I noticed Alex taunted me there. No good. Anyway, let's move over to the next game. I wanted to show you guys some of the fun part, the menus here. Now, there might be a way for me to scan like ROMs and generate playlists. I didn't really do it in this. I just kind of went and wanted to just show you here what I was doing to load the games, because scanning can take a bit of time, and I'm not sure exactly how this core is, whether it's going to save that playlist that I generate or not. Not exactly sure, so I didn't want to mess around, so I was going into ROM files. And if I haven't said so already, this the arcade games or the arcade ROM set on the version that I'm using is Final Burn Alpha version 0.2.97.29. That seems to work for the whole part. Performance varies for different games, but here you go. We've picked the game, we're going to pick the core. There's plenty of cores already installed in the version that I've got, and we're going to run Darius, and it's not going to, so this is the dual screen game. As you can see, it hasn't like scaled correctly, it's just kind of fitted it in 4x3, and it does run slower. It runs a lot slower, so it almost makes you better at shmups because it's running slower. You can react to stuff better, but honestly that is definitely not the way to play. And I'm going to just turn up the sound and go quiet for a second, because you're going to hear the sound is broken as well. I know what you're going to say. Naturally, you know, if the game's running slow, the sound is going to be slow. I know that. But there you go. I want to show you some games running on there. Got to move over to the next one now. Winners don't use drugs. Cowabunga, people. I'm going to go quiet again, and I don't want you guys to hear the sound, because the sound for this is definitely off.
This is April on the warning. Hey, climb that
Got you back, you bloated beanbag!
Okay, so we can see it wasn't like a full 60 there. Scanning down, I'm looking at the FPS and we've got 57. I mean, you know, maybe years and years ago, if that was your only way of playing, that's the way you wanted to play. Now again, the version Taki Uran was using may have been like a newer build of it. I'm not exactly sure, so he may get better performance out of it, and hopefully that is the case, because just for the sake of other people, sake of choice, and for you guys that are interested in this, it would be nice to get like the most optimal version for this. But at least the version I've got, yeah, it's not performing great, at least not on a TMNT2. So this was really interesting. One of the calls I'm really looking forward to arriving on the MiSTer FPGA is Rainbow Islands. Now, I was picking out, you know, when you're picking out of ROM names and it hasn't got the full name there, it's got like the zip, right? The main zip, right? Or in this case, the Final Burn Alpha zip. I apologize if I say Final Burn Neo in this video. I'm kind of used to saying that more than Final Burn Alpha, but that's what we're using here, Final Burn Alpha. So this is like an alternative version of Rainbow Islands. It's like set in the dark world or something. Not exactly sure. Definitely interesting, but I do like the original one, especially the soundtrack. This soundtrack isn't bad, but yeah, the original one's good. But yeah, you go. Playing a bit of Rainbow Islands via RetroArch on our MiSTer FPGA. And before I go, should I turn the sound up and let you hear a bit of it? Why not? Let's do that. Okay, I'm back. Oh, and I just got to say as well, guys, like the way the buttons were set, jump and like rainbow, or like attack and jump in most games were the wrong way around. So it was difficult for me to kind of play here. So apologies for the worse gameplay than my usual standard, which isn't that high anyway. Anyway, yeah, let's move over to the next game. So this ran really, really badly. I like this game. I played it on the arcade. I had it on the Commodore 64 and it just runs really, really slow. But I wanted to show you guys so you can see exactly what to expect if at some point, you know, this is out and you guys are trying it out. I don't want you to get super hyped and think, oh, I'm going to be able to play everything. This is the Ninja Warriors. It's on 2 screens. And yeah, as you can see, at least the version I have, it's not scaled correctly. I'm sure there's a way of getting it, you know, like longer or the aspect ratio correct, but yeah, at least in the version that I'm testing, it is running slow. Another thing I'm interested in, guys, is are you interested in me doing a live stream and just going through this, adding some more games on there? I don't really want to add like, say, Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, PC Engine games on here, because I don't see much point in that, because we have fully fledged cores. You know, the only advantage I can see of running RetroArch on here are playing games that we don't have cores for and actually, you know, have decent performance, right? Definitely not this one anyway. So I thought I'd mention this. Now, this is the original Street Fighter 3. I'm not so familiar with this. First Strike is the only one out of the series I really played, beyond like maybe a casual credit, right? I really don't know this game, but is it me, or did Third Strike run better than the original Street Fighter 3, or are they on par with one another? I mean, you can kind of make up your own mind based on the footage that you're seeing, but at least when I played it, Third Strike, I don't know, felt like a little bit better, but again, yeah, could just be placebo. So yeah, CPS 3 in some capacity. Honestly, I can't wait for an FPGA core, but yeah, this is interesting for science. I did say we'll mainly be doing arcade games, and I guess this is the only exception. This is the baseball game. I think it's called Baseball Stars. It's on the Neo Geo Pocket, and for the whole part, guys, this actually felt okay, because if there was a lot of lag in there, I would have missed that shot, and I would not have been able to hit a good shot like that. So as far as like latency goes, yes, there's going to be latency, but hey, I was able to hit the ball with my bat. Maybe not every time, probably going to get embarrassing now, so I'm quickly going to move over to the next game. How was that even in? I wanted to show you guys this, because this version that I got of Boogermann, this is one that I think he was using as well and experimenting with. So I've got some stuff like thumbnails in here. So naturally, especially if you're looking at this on a CRT, it might kind of look all right. So we've got some eye candy here. you know, for you guys that like that eye candy. But yeah, that's kind of like the menu, the interface. I had a look in the menu drivers and there wasn't a different one selectable. I mean, on my main rigs where I have RetroArch, I kind of like a menu called XMB. It's the one that looks like the PlayStation 3. I don't know, I've always used that one and I'm kind of used to that as well. A game that always comes up whenever we talk about what cores we would like to see, and especially like single screen platformers, Tumble Pop. Tumble Pop is a great game, but the sound's really off for this one. So I'm going to turn my mic off and put this sound up. Okay guys, I am back. But yeah, it'll be nice to get an FPGA core one day, but here we are, tumbling, popping, body popping, tumble, pity pity, pop pop on our MiSTer FPGA. Gonna load up the final game here, and I wanted to check out Raiden, because again, this is a fantastic shmup. It's a difficult one, but yeah, I do like it. And like on here, some games take longer to load than other ones. So when this one came flipped, I was like, okay, so this is, we got it in Tate mode. So I thought, let me start having a look inside the menu just to see if I could flick the screen. And yeah, me, bit my dopiness and a little bit tired after work, going for like different options. Not even the right one, probably not the right one, but I'm trying to flick stuff around and trying to flip the screen and trying to rotate. I did see an option somewhere, but I think that might have been in the main menu, not while I was in the game. Maybe something to look into. Maybe that's something you can do. In fact, it's definitely something you can do. I'm not sure if it's available here, or not sure if it's just me effing up, because it was a long day at work and I was tired. But hey, you know what? If I couldn't rotate the screen, you know what I'm going to do, and I've done it in my videos before, where I just rotate my controller, man, and turn a vertical shmup into something that becomes a horizontal shmup. I certainly hope we get an FPGA core of this, because guys, this is a banger of a shmup. Raiden, just really, really good. And I always say it during like live streams and whatever we kind of have this, or a video on this. There was an old guy, man, in his 60s, when I was probably in like my late teens or 20s. This guy used to just smash this game in the arcade, man. Never saw him lose a life. In fact, you know, when I was on break in the arcade, when I was working around there, I used to have to leave and leave the place and go, and that guy was still playing. But that's really it for this video, guys. You know, turn your head sideways, you can see this better. This is RetroArch running on the ARM CPU side of the MiSTer FPGA. A massive thank you out to Boogermann for hooking me up with his work from 5 years ago. Pretty amazing. I wonder if this will go further. I wonder if the version Takiudan has got is further along than this. But either way, it's nice to see stuff like this on the MiSTer. Again, not something that I have a use case for. I've got plenty of ways of playing RetroArch. It's something I use for capturing footage for games that don't have FPGA cores. But I definitely appreciate the fact that, you know, if it does become available, there'll be people out there that can enjoy gaming in well, in this way, getting RetroArch on their MiSTer, having their cores, especially if you've got like a CRT. But that's really it for this video, guys. Thank you as always for watching. Be super duper awesome to one another. If you're not subscribed to the channel, then a subscription and a like is always super duper appreciated. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.